What's going on? What's going on? It's your man Mal C 219 TV Midwest Connected, man. Cheats for life. But we talk about all things life, man. Let's not forget, baby. GoFundMe is not life insurance. If you in these streets, man, please put some money on your head before somebody else do. And you know, we back, man. I've been on a little hiatus, you know what I'm saying? RIP my big uncle, but it is what it is, man. But like Uncle would say, man, we got business to handle. And so let's handle this business, man. Let's handle this business. I let everybody speak their piece. You know, I've been kind of laying back, just kind of checking the scene, seeing what's going on, and to see if somebody really gonna talk about these things and keep it as real as we gonna keep it over here. You know how real we gonna keep it. 219 TV, man. You know, we just, we just kind of like bring you things from a Midwest perspective with a little GI, you know, retrospective on top of it. And on this one right here, man. Now, I watched the Puff documentary, right? Let's just get to it, bro. All right, I watched the Puff documentary, right? As a lot of y'all have, you know what I mean? And it was some things that was said in the documentary that now it's the man was as they say diabolical. But one of the first things that stood out to me in the documentary was one, my man Lil Rod right here. Now Lil Rod. And now what I got out of this is now, first of all, this we don't defend Puff. He did what he did. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. You live by the oil, baby oil, you're gonna slip up. And he slipped up. He caught up, and it is what it is. But now, what this documentary did though was make you kind of question people, motives, showed you everybody got a price, how low they'll go. And just the thirst that some people really got to be in this industry like that, man. I mean, we doing what we do over here because we like to, information is king, man. So we like to, educate as well as entertain. So we give y'all information that, you know what I mean? You take this information and when you deal with certain things in life, you apply what we give you. Iron sharpen irons. Hopefully you don't have this situation right here to deal with, but your man Lil Rod. I'm like Ray J, bro. After, wait, hold on. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say. Then I'm gonna tell you what I got to say about Lil. Now he was in a documentary, but this was just listen, man. I'm gonna just let y'all listen, bro.
Some days those girls next to me woke up. Some days he was in the bed. I would wake up feeling sore, still not understanding exactly what's, transpiring. But this is me starting to understand that I was doing pretty often.
It's folks. Okay, now we gonna stop it right there. We gonna stop it right there. Now, I don't know how many of y'all that woke up next to a man that you know's a bona fide freak. You know he's a freak. You done seen to get down. You at the parties. You work in his camp. He ain't just started. So how many times do you got to wake up next to another man hurting? I'm sure he wasn't talking about his toe or stomach or a headache. You know what I'm saying? So if you woke up next to Puff, shining, lubed, oil on the hurting, you wake up, you can't sit down. You not gonna. I mean, that first of all, I would think one time, but this is too many. But this happened multiple times. So if you able to wake up next to a man multiple times, sometimes women, sometimes him, and your butt hurt, and it probably wasn't hurting when you was with the women, but you woke up next to Puff, you say your butt hurt. Now it's all alleged. But now, at what point as a man do you kind of question, yo, bro, about last night? How we end up? What's going on? Why? Why I can't sit? What's happening? no point do you as a man not question that. So if a person wakes up to somebody that, because you know everybody know men of power. If you wake up next to a man of power, your butt hurts, and you don't bring it to nobody's attention, not his, ain't a fight, ain't at least a strong argument. We got to have a disagreement. If I wake up like that, it's a disagreement going on. We got to get to the bottom of this. So for Lil Rod to wake up multiple times and this is the situation he in, and you don't question that, bro. You want a job that damn bad? You want to make beats that whatever you do, you want to be a part of the situation that bad. Now, at that point, is what I say. At that point, how much of that is on Puff? Now, if something happened and you feel like, damn, it's a pickle now, because he probably don't want to say that it's a lot goes with that, and I don't even want to try to dive into the psyche of somebody that woke up on that end of the situation. But I did take from that. So what I took from that was your man, Lil Rod, he kind of, I ain't gonna say that but that's suspect behavior, man. That's suspect behavior, man. And it shows that you willing to, it shows that you may be willing, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, yeah, that was him. Apologize. It shows that you may be willing to do something strange for some change. I'm just saying, bro. Now that was one thing I took from the doc. Now, I don't know what episode 9 this now I'm gonna leave that right there. Drop some in the comments. How many times do you got to wake up to a man not feeling right before you address it? I don't give a damn what album we making. We could be putting We Are the World together. Production stops right there. You understand what I'm saying? Production stops right there, bro. Production stops right there, bro. You understand me? Do you not understand me, man? Production stops right there, bro. It stops right there, bro. Now, this next one, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Fair use. Now, this next Exhibit B. Now, this next one right here. This Exhibit B right here. Now, on this Exhibit B, we got your man. And this my man, too. You know what I'm saying? This my guy right here, man. This my guy right here, man. This was my guy, so I hate that he even got caught up in this. You feel what I'm saying? Now, this one right here, we got your man Erick Sermon. Now, he explained the situation that I just thought was, once again, man. I'm gonna let him speak his piece. Then I'm gonna run and see what y'all think about this. We'll see what y'all think about it.
One of the greatest producers of all time, but we're going to get to that in a second. We need to get to this ridiculous ass story that you told on the Diddy documentary.
Shout out to Breakfast Club, man. Charlotte, man. He get right on it, man. He said, we got to hear this, E-double. We got to hear this, man.
We thought already.
Yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you about this since I saw the documentary.
Okay, I got you.
Now, when you sat down and told this story,
right,
and then went back and watched it,
right,
did you say to yourself,
I told it wrong?
That sounded ridiculous.
No, it's just not ridiculous. I'm going to tell you what I said was the truth. I never capped. So what I did say was the truth, how it went down. Because, again, me and Misa's friends. I love Misa to death. Mm-hmm. I would never do something to try to disrespect her, because behind the scenes, I gave her the number to call Alex, and she wrote in the text too, oh, yeah, if it wasn't for Erick, I wouldn't even reached out. She told Alex no about the documentary. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't even did that if I was trying to disrespect her. I was just giving my story.
Okay.
Two, of what I said. Me and her are sitting in the car.
She in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm. Right? So if something was going on, I wouldn't be in the car talking. You know what I'm saying? I would be, whatever. Mm-hmm. So somebody knocked on my window, and it was him.
Diddy.
So of course he goes with her now.
We get
So
all
of course
that.
anybody will be angry and be mad because that's his girl.
But wasn't it your car?
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as him being angry.
That we got the whole part makes
Sitting
sense.
in
But
your
you said he
driver's seat.
snuffed.
See, you stood there right there. He's stuttering. He trying to explain why he mad. Damn all of that. You got fired on, and why you let it ride. That's what we trying to figure this out.
No,
he
he
swung on
swung
you.
at
He
you.
never touched me.
He
Come on,
swung at
stop
you.
it now. Stop. Come on
Okay.
now. This is me.
Okay.
He when I got out the car, he was angry, so he swung on me.
Oh, so you
Whatever.
did get out the
So you
car.
got out the car.
Yeah, I got out the
Okay,
car,
okay.
right?
Got it.
Can't swing in the car and then the
He made it
in
seem
the
like
window.
he swung on you
Oh
while you was
no,
sitting
no,
in the
no,
car.
no, no! I got out the
Okay.
car and we started talking. Then he swung on me. So now at the end of the day,
Now he said swung on me twice. This because to actually this was a comic relief moment that I took from the Puff doc. You know what I'm saying? They say you got to find laughter and everything, and this was the side of my man's. You know, I guess this was to speak to just how he was a jealous-hearted person. You feel what I'm saying? But he said he swung on him twice. He didn't say swung at me, swung on me. So now at first everybody thought he was sitting in the car, Puff, fired on him, and he listen to Biggie, man. But how you get swung on that you ain't yet to say, how did you retaliate? Or did you retaliate?
me being respectful, knowing that too, I didn't want to do that in front of her because
So
I
he
know
swung on you. You didn't swing back, E?
I listen, Envy. You understand
You would have
again
dragged him. I'm asking why
exactly
didn't you swing back?
because of the respect.
But would he have dragged him though? See, at something like he ain't the most in shape, brother. And when somebody mad, and they over their girl now, hey, Puffy was a frail dude, but hey, like Eddie Murphy said, that lack of pussy make you brave now, boy. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That just don't sound right, bro. It don't sound right. Sound like you got fired on, and you dumbed it down. But
For me,
her.
Or was Misa in the car? So
Okay.
Misa was in the car.
She got out the car.
she said she got what?
So you told her to get out and told Diddy?
No,
to
I
get
ain't told her to get out. She's got out. Of course, you're gonna get out.
Right.
You see
About that
people
fight, right.
talking.
Mhm.
Don't forget. We he's yelling. You know what I'm saying? So, but me and him is also friends, though. Too. Don't forget. I was in the intro of the Mary J. Blige album.
Yeah.
Right. So automatically, and then he did come and talk to me too, which is EPMD. So I had to get the clearance for that though too. So we was already, kind of friends. He befriended me. So it wasn't like I'm like, yo, I couldn't believe that it happened to begin with. So my thing was let's go around the corner. So we won't have to do that in front of my friend, and you're angry.
So y'all really was cool.
I was cool
So
with
that's
him.
like me and Envy getting into something.
Right.
See, that's not how the story look
I
on when
know,
you telling
but
it on
again,
Netflix.
Again, that's on Netflix. It looks crazy. So let me fix the other part about the Biggie Smalls. Of course, Biggie Smalls is not out yet, so it's new music. So when somebody says, "Oh, it don't add up with the baby and this not being born," I'm saying no, it was new music. So again, after you finish going around the corner, you calm down now because now there's no reason for you to get hyped now because now this situation is all calm. So now like, yo, check this out. And then we talked about Keith Murray because he was a big Keith Murray fan. So he's like, yo, Eric, what's up with Keith Murray? I'm like, Keith Murray signed to me. So again, the conversation that people don't know about, this is what happened.
So what was the right?
Okay, now. He spoke his piece. He explained that. Sound like to me he was saying they had a disagreement. They was tighter than that. Yo, man, what you doing with my girl? But I'm gonna tell you this, E-Dub. I don't know how they doing it out there in where he from? The island, wherever he from out there. I done seen brothers fight. I done seen brothers get into it over biscuits, grits and eggs. Who ate the last dish? And if one hit the other one, it's a problem. I don't think you and Puff was brothers. Maybe y'all was cool, and maybe you ain't want to disrespect your girl. That's his story, man, and we gonna let him stick to it. You feel what I'm saying? That's his story. We're gonna let him stick to it. We ain't gonna, we ain't gonna, hey. I mean, hey. Once again, now we're gonna let him stick to it. That's his story. That's what it is. So that right there kind of jumped out on the documentary too. Puff out here fine on the man and they ain't, hey man. Cause I ain't really heard of nobody whoop Puff yet. Ain't nobody whooped him. He ain't got jumped. So man, I mean, so maybe Puff, see, come on, man, the money, the power, we already know what it is. And nobody's bigger than the program. Which is why he's doing a program. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, just watch who you befriend. Watch when you talking to your man's girl. Watch how you hang out and around your man's girl, because everybody know the male-female situations, the wrong relationship can cause a problem. But last but not least, this is what I know y'all want to see. Have 50 met his match on this, though, because everybody has something to say about the doc now. Everybody got their opinion about the doc, and a lot of y'all that like the doc, but a lot of y'all like the doc, but now I don't want, because sometimes how real we gonna people can get hypocritical, you feel what I'm saying? People could get hypocritical, you understand me? And through this hypocriticalness that people get, what they tend to do, you feel what I'm saying? What the people tend to do through this being hypocritical stage is they like to side with who they feel the thoughts, views line up with theirs, of course. Of course, that's what they want to do. With the people who views line up with theirs. Now, your man C-Dub, he had something to say about it. C-Dub had something to say about it. Now, C-Dub, Charleston White, I'm finna get you, exhibit 3 right here. Now, everybody had their feelings about it. I had my feelings about it. I feel like, hey, man, 50 did a business move. To me, it's really no more than that. The man pulled a business move, you feel what I'm saying? And in that business move he pulled, he pulled a business move, bro. I mean, what else can you really say about it? But we finna hear what your man C-Dub had to say. Cause see, the business move that he pulled, I mean, everybody know 50's a businessman. 50's a businessman. He got a op. Everybody know the BM was the motivation behind this. I don't want to hear none of that about, all right, I'm finna let y'all, yeah, we don't want to hear none of that about, none of that, man. We don't want to hear that, man. You ain't trying to listen.
Diddy allegedly invited him on.
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean Combs than it is for giving the victims a platform?
What they consider a pre-existing beef, right, for 20 years, right, is me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester.
So, man, timeline now, because
maybe you'll come play with me type of thing, right? And it's not personal.
If Sean.
So now let's keep it real. Just like Rod Wave. After 8 times of waking up, feeling funny, you don't question. Now 50, the man asked you to take you shopping. You felt disrespected. You just said yourself that was 20 years ago. So 20 years ago, you felt like he approached you wrong. And you being who you are. Now in that 20 years, you done did songs with the man. All kind of, him, Jay-Z, and they all had a song together. They didn't multiple. You see the pictures, y'all done kicked it. So now all of a sudden after 20 years, it's mighty funny once he allegedly, and you know, the baby mom accusations came up. Now I feel disrespected to the point that I'm finna have to drop the dop on him. So you playing with me, you insinuated you played with me, but then you end up playing with my BM. And now we got to drop a dop. It's just really that simple, man. It's just how real we gonna keep it, man. Let's just call it what it is, bro. Let's just call it what it is, man. Respect for 50. 50's a hustler. 50 gives money, but it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And sometimes a lot of people just eat off the low-hanging fruit, man. And that Diddy's the low-hanging fruit. When it's the low-hanging fruit that you got an issue with, you know what I'm saying? And you know, everybody know he laid the 48. I don't know which law of power this is that he using out that book, the 48. This is one of them, though. He's finishing his enemy. Just call it what it is. But don't hide behind all that. That's what the thing that I guess people kind of, you know, it's not the fact that, you know, yeah, scumbag get scumbag. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, you know, but you know, really the only women, well, you know, no, I ain't gonna say the only, because it was some allegations. So, but you know, it's just the fact that his personal reason for trying to put this out on this man after the fact, it just was a low blow. That's really all it was. In the art of war, they was in whatever they was in, and you know, he showed no mercy. But Charleston had something to say about it. And what y'all think about what Charleston had to say, man? And I'm gonna let y'all drop something in the comments. But let's hear your boy C.
Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's gonna say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time.
50 Cent might just be one of the top 5 pettiest people on the planet. He's the only rapper seen to evolve from dropping diss tracks to dropping full-on diss documentaries. His level of pettiness and hate is truly next level. Recently, Charleston White went live.
But look at that. Hold on. Look at this, though, man. Hold on. Look at this, man. Hold on, though, man. Look at this, bro. Now, if he asked to take you out shopping and you ain't feel no, you know.
Hate is truly next level. Recently, Charleston White went live during a haircut and weighed in on all of this.
Till 50 something. There's nothing you can do to get back at Diddy. They didn't give him a life sentence. Say, man, listen. I know you still mad because the boy had your baby mama over there. Oh yeah. Playing foosball with her. Yeah, he had your baby mama over there playing foosball with the little boy in there watching a big screen TV. Who you think was coming out telling him everything gonna be all right? It wasn't his mama. She was in there. She was the ball on the foosball table. So they were kicking her around. That was Diddy, man. So you got to, nothing else, 50. You got to appreciate Diddy, because unless he turned the boy into a freak too. Now, if he done turned your boy into a freak, kick his ass. Do exactly what did. Now, if that boy ain't no freak, and all he heard was his mama, oh Lord, and he didn't get to see nothing. You know, man, raise up all Diddy, man. Yeah, raise up all Diddy. If it get my baby mama and do it like that, how he done your baby mama with me holding the hair, I be doing him the same way. So, You say, nigga, do my baby mama like that with me holding the hair. That's why I've been trying, man, why I'm 50 on the boy like that. But I forgot, man, in my fact, she still work for him today, don't she? You might have to make a part 2. say, to release all them emotions you hide behind my. I know, listen, a man is a man. You can't act like that, don't bother you. Cause you didn't do this to him when he tried to take you on the shopping trip, Fifth. Come on, Kirk, don't do that, man. Just say pull back. Listen, unless he turned your boy into a freak. Do you see that little boy like it? Did it do the boy like this here?
Come on, Charles.
Is that why you smashing on
his out of it, man?
Only the strong can show compassion for the weak. 50? That's all I'm saying, man. Oh, God damn it. Nigga, I like Diddy. Outside of what he do at the Diddy party and killing Tupac, I like the boy.
Charleston White. Fight is unpredictable, to say the least. Sometimes it feels like he just says whatever pops into his head. It's like writing an essay without ever proofreading it. That's
So with that being said right there, man, y'all let me know what you think, man. Y'all drop something in the comments, man. You know, I just had to bring a boy out the woodworks, man. So we finna get back to it. But I want to know what you think, man. Drop something in the comments, man. It was Charleston wrong for speaking on his son in that, man. I say what you say, but when you bring the kids in, you kind of do a little too much. You know, he did that with Oskino. That's just his thing. But you know, everybody, they always say it's something behind the message, but I mean, you know, kind of, you know, that's I beg to differ with that. But yo, man, y'all drop some in the comments. Your man Mal C219 TV Midwest Connected, man. And let's not forget, baby, if you in these streets like Charleston, because you know 50 gonna have something to say. And I keep it 100 with Charleston. I will give him the respect for ain't nobody off limits, man. So y'all let me know what you think, man. Drop something in the comments, man. And it's your man Mal C219 TV Midwest Connected, man. And we out, but we gonna be back. Here they go. It's finna be a 2026 about to be popping.